Hey guys, this is Daniel Norton. I'm here in my studio with Erica.
Hi.
And we actually just shot a video about the catalog lighting, which you probably saw, and if you didn't, we'll put a link, I guess. And Erica had this beautiful black kind of sweater dress, right? That's right. So I love textury black stuff for black and white, and we were talking about that, so we decided to do something. And so I decided I wanted to make a video about thinking in black and white. Because I think a lot of times people will go out and they'll just shoot and they'll be like, oh, this one might be good in black and white. But I think when you're lighting something, setting something up, if you plan on making it black and white, you think about it differently. So that's kind of what we're gonna talk about a little bit here. So the intention here is gonna be like a close-up shot of her face in black and white, lots of contrast. So number one, I switched my lens. I've got the 150 Irix lens on. This is actually a macro lens. So I can get in as tight as I want to get. 150 is going to give me good breathing room because I want to get in close to her, so I don't want to be like right up in her face because we'll start to have distortion at that point, you know, because the distance to your subject determines basically that stuff. There's a video about that, you guys can watch it. So, but basically we're at a good distance apart for this, which is not going to distort her and look really nice. And I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. We kind of were looking at some classic shots. So I just took my Profoto OCF Beauty Dish and put it really close. It's in a Profoto B2. It's basically smooshed up. I have the Savage MultiFex stand here. I've got it like jammed up because I want to keep it almost flat in front of her, right? I just want this light to fall to the front and create this really dramatic shadow and none of the light to hit the background. So, you know, in this studio, because it's so white, sometimes it's hard to do, so you got to get the light right in the right spot. So the other thing that I did was I added a reflector though, because it was a bit too shadowy. We decided to make it a little creamier in the end, you know. Sometimes it's nice to be creamy. I do have my Profoto B1Xs on the wall that I can fire them up and turn it white if I want in the background, but I think we're gonna start dark like this. So let me just show you what we got here. I'm at 7.1, 2/50th of a second. Like I said, I'm using the 150. I've just got the one light turned on. We are in capture one here. So basically what we're gonna do is shoot a frame with no flash to see if we get a black frame. And we do. So there's our black frame, none of the light and space affecting our shot, as always, right? Now I'm gonna fire up my light. This one happens to be in the B channel, so I'm gonna turn off A and C. And let's see what we get here. This is a manual focus lens. So I'm gonna take a second to make sure I get nice and sharp. Right there. All right, good. So here's the shot in color, like I said. You know, it's okay, right? It's okay. It's basically a tight shot of her face, and it's a little on the warm side, but I'm not really gonna worry about that right now because what I wanna do is switch it to black and white. So we can see the difference it'll make. So let's go back here. I'm gonna go styles. Now I have a built-in style that we made a while back called Cadence BW, which I love. That's my black and white style that I like to start with. So you can already see how much of a difference that makes. And let me get a good tight focus on this. And we can see that we're sharp. And you can see the difference it makes. Because remember, in black and white, everything's about contrast, right? So I'm gonna start tweaking the light a little bit. I'm gonna bring it up 2/10. And there we go. Bring it up a tiny bit more. What I'm doing is I'm just working it up a little bit, right? Correct exposure is what works the best for you in that situation. Remember that. So basically, good. I'm kind of finding a happy medium between the two eyes because she's not perfectly flat to me, and believe it or not, at this distance, even at 7.1, one eye is going to be slightly sharper than the other. So I'm kind of like focusing on one, then rolling back to the other. So I think that's actually a little too hot. I'm going to go back. Nice. Good. Good. Just like that. Nice and simple. Right at me. Nice. And we can see how nice and beautiful that is. Go ahead, drop your hands down for it. Perfect. Okay. Do this with your hair, actually. I want to see that. Now you notice she has these cool earrings. Here we'll get a little bit of that showing up. Perfect. Hold. Focusing. Yeah, we can see those kind of coming down as well. And because there's not a whole lot of light going on, basically her arms that are in the back fall back into darkness, really keeping the focus on her beautiful face. Good, 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 good. Right there. That's it. Good. Nice. It's basically a specular highlight right in the center of her eye, and that's what I'm using as my focus spot. Right. Trying to get the best focus possible. Again, I'm cutting the differences between the two areas. Oh, my computer's asleep. Now, just because, I'm going to pull the reflector out. Because we were deciding earlier that we wanted the reflector, but now, you know, now that we're making the video, I change things. That's how we do it. Yeah. I want to see, if we bring the reflector out, you guys will see the difference here. Right? Much, much more stark. Which can work for some things. Actually, move your face towards the light like that. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Right? We'll see how that gives like a wash of light across your face, which is really nice. I'm going to move it a little closer. Coming in a tiny bit closer. Also coming up a little bit. I'm just basically tweaking my angle slightly because I want to get it framed up the way I want it. Good, focusing. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Yeah, that's probably a good compromise. Let me actually try a little something different with focus. The focus is so tight. Okay. Good, good, good. Focusing. Hold. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna get your whole head in this round though. That's perfect right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, good, good. Good, focusing. Right there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, one more. Good, 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 good. Right there. Good. Nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Just kind of tweaking across. Like that. Yeah, I'm basically constantly pulling the focus back and forth because even a tiny bit of a movement is going to knock it slightly out of focus. I mean, the reality is that if you get a beautiful shot, if it's a tiny bit soft, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, we want to try to keep it. Good, good, good. Just change this. Nice. Beautiful. Love it. I love the mood of it. It's very, very kind of classic. Feels kind of old, but not old-fashioned in a sense. You know, it just has this nice creaminess to the black and white, which I think is really important. So, yeah, that looks great. Man, this lens is beautiful for portraits. It kind of falls off in a really nice way. Yeah, one more. I'm gonna, since it's a macro lens and since we can, I'm gonna actually, as always, do something that I wasn't planning. And I'm gonna get in really close. Cool. So now I'm like ultra close. That's good. Right at me, perfect. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, the symmetry of her face really works. You're very symmetrical.
Doing my best.
She does her best to be symmetrical. Doesn't always work. All right, good. Here we go, last one. This is the one. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm framing this up. It's a really powerful shot, hopefully. Good. Good. Now I was just slightly tweaking the focus in each one to get it focused exactly where I want it. It's so interesting. Oh, wow. because of course there's light in the space, right? So you can see certain things, but yeah, let me try one thing. Also doing one more thing. Because, you know, I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, I'm looking at this thing, and actually, the way the light is in our eye is actually really nice. Turn towards the light like that. Just like that. Beautiful. And I'm actually going to drop my shutter speed. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was a long shutter. Oh yeah, interesting. I let the all light in the space come in, which is kind of actually really nice. But it flattens it, you know? I mean, that's one of the things that I think is kind of cool about lighting something, is that you get to choose what it looks like. And like in this case, if I was dealing with the ambient light only, well, first of all, it was crazy slow shutter speed. But secondly, it's a little bit flat for me. So yeah, looks like our first decision was the best, which is often the case, right? So 250, 7.1, last shot. This one's going to be the cover photo. I think we shot all vertical, so there'll be no good thumbnail. Right there. And there she is. Yeah, I like the contrast. Really, really like that. It's beautiful, sharp, and moody. Actually, see if you go a little more profile towards the light. See, I can never end. I never end these when I say I'm going to. I'm actually going to do two things here. I'm backing up a smidge, and I'm going to focus on that eye. Perfecto. And just because I remember I mentioned at the beginning of the video and I didn't do it, there's lights in the background, so I'm going to turn them on. Just for comparison. No, see, I like the dark better, right? I think our initial decisions we make them for a reason. Yeah, so, I don't know, you guys let me know if you like the darker or the lighter better, because obviously you like Erica, right? So make sure that you guys subscribe to Adorama TV, follow Erica, whose information we'll put in the description, follow me, Daniel Norton Photographer, and I'll see you next time on set.